Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to do this. Paint a magazine pink and distress it. So this is fresh. I just did it. You can see the paint still wet right there. So it'll look like this in like a few seconds. And I'll show you how to do it. So I have a blank slate on this mag. I'm only doing one mag. I don't want to do all my mags. I'm just doing one. So we will start by adding the paint. So we are using the apple barrel paint from Walmart. All of this stuff is from Walmart, not the Airsoft magazine. But the paint brushes, I'm using the sponge brushes. You can use paint brushes if you want. And I have water in a cup. So I just added some paint to a stack of Post-it notes because I don't need that much. It has dried a little bit, but that's okay. So I just kind of wet my brush, just start painting it on. And so obviously it's not going to go into the cracks right away, so I kind of squish it. Just go on the cracks like this. Pretty straightforwards. I mean, you squish it in the cracks. If you're using this, if you're using a normal brush, you would use it the way you would use a normal brush, which is, I don't know, I'm using one of these. Never done it with a normal brush. So I guess you would make it up yourself at that point. So I'm going to get a thin layer on. And you can do it however thick or thin you want, however many layers. But I'm only doing one layer. The reason for that is because I don't want it like solid pink. I want it to look like it's brushed on. That's the effect I'm going for. I'm going to get over here. So it looks like that. And so that's like the first brush over it. And what I did is I then just went over it like this. Just so that there's like a flat, even coat. And now in the lines, you're gonna have it going this way because it's kind of hard to do it the other way. So, and then we can go over it again because I like it this way, where the lines are going over instead of having the ruts sticking out more. It kind of like dips into the ruts as you brush over it, and I think it looks nicer. So now that that's finished, just really quick, I'm gonna let it dry. Okay, I have the other stuff we need. We need sandpaper. I use a sandpaper block. Just my preferred. You can use normal sandpaper. This one I think has multiple grits on it. I don't think it really matters what grit you use. Kind of depends on the effect you're going for. Bigger grits will leave more like scratch lines, while a smaller grit will leave finer scratch lines with less space in the middle. And a shoe. This is gonna come in handy. It doesn't make sense right now, but it will in a minute. So I think yeah, we're dry enough. That was a few minutes. Okay? You just take this. It's just like, if you can rub it and it doesn't really come off on your finger, you're fine. I start out with this, just kind of rough up the edges. You know, give it some scratch marks on here. I don't even need to see what I'm doing. It's just, you know, just kind of give it one of those. Make it look scratched. Especially near the bottom is where you want to focus it rather than the top, because this is usually in the mag well, you know. So it looks scratched and dirty now. which is our desired effect. You can kind of come in these cracks a little bit. Kind of get all the edges. So now that that's done, this is where the shoe comes in. Subscribe to Baraka Airsoft. And now we have our magazine. I'm going to set it on here. I'm going to take my shoe. I'm going to just hit it with the shoe. Hit it that direction and maybe the back side works better. That looks beat up, right? I mean, you can see the marks where the shoe hit. That's the shoe. I'm beating it with the shoe. That's the bit. That's the bit. Is I'm beating it with the shoe. And rubbing it doesn't really work. You have to literally like beat it. And probably won't work if it's like you let it dry for a day. You probably gotta have it semi-fresh, which is the way I'm doing it. But yeah, you beat it with the shoe. That's the side we just did. Which almost looks better than the side I did before. But there you go. Distressed magazine in like 3 minutes maybe. Like 3 minutes to 5 minutes tops.